Hello and welcome. Today's passage is called The Art of Being Seen: Why Invisibility Hurts and How to Step Out of It. Let's begin. Have you ever felt like you are standing right in front of someone, but they do not really see you? Maybe you speak in a meeting and nobody responds. Maybe you walk through a crowded street and feel completely alone. This feeling of being invisible is very common in modern life. It happens at school, at work, and even among friends and family. The good news is that invisibility is not a permanent condition. You can learn simple, practical ways to feel more seen and connected. This article will explain why invisibility happens, how it affects your health, and what can you do to change it. In modern life, it is surprisingly easy to feel unseen. We walk through crowded streets, sit in open-plan offices, and scroll through hundreds of social media posts every day. Yet, many of us experience a deep sense of isolation. We are surrounded by people, but we feel like ghosts moving through a world that is awake but not truly alive. Why does this happen? One major reason is the decline of real, authentic human connection. We have replaced eye contact with screen time. We have swapped deep conversations for superficial likes and emojis. Over time, we forget how to really see each other. Psychologists describe two types of invisibility. The first is social invisibility, when others ignore you because of your age, job, appearance, or social status. For example, elderly people often report being overlooked in shops or in public transport. Shop assistants may serve younger customers first. Service workers, cleaners, and delivery drivers are frequently treated as part of the furniture. The second type is self-invisibility, when you hide yourself on purpose. You avoid sharing your opinion in meetings. You dress not to stand out. You stop offering ideas because you fear being ridiculed. This kind of invisibility is often a habit we learn from past embarrassment or rejection. Which one affects you more? Be honest. Most people experience both. Feeling invisible is not just sad, it has real consequences for your health and happiness. Research shows that chronic invisibility can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. It can even weaken your physical health. When you feel unseen, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, this increases the risk of heart disease and memory problems. But there is a good news. You can reverse this pattern. You do not need to become loud, aggressive, or fake. You just need to learn small, brave habits that slowly make you more visible, first to yourself and then to others. So, how can you start making practical changes? The first important realization is that invisibility is often a shared problem. If you want to be seen, begin by truly seeing someone else. When you look at a bus driver and say thank you, something small shifts inside you. When you ask a colleague about their weekend and really listen, you break the cycle of mutual ignoring. The second realization is that you can leave small traces of yourself without waiting for permission. A helpful idea sent by email, a thoughtful comment on a shared document, a sticky note with a drawing for your flatmate. These small visible marks remind the world and yourself that you exist. The third realization is that awkwardness is not dangerous. Many people stay invisible because they fear looking stupid. They worry, what if I wave and no one waves back? What if my idea is rejected? But feeling awkward is just discomfort. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting anyway. The fourth and most powerful realization is that You need to redefine what being seen actually means. Being visible does not mean being famous or popular. It means being known by a few good people, and most importantly, by yourself. You can be perfectly visible in a room of one person, yourself. When you accept your own imperfections, you stop needing everyone's approval. That is real freedom. Once you understand these four ideas, you are ready to take action. You do not need to be loud or perfect. You just need to show up, imperfect, honest, and brave enough to be seen. Give yourself permission to exist out loud, starting today.